I thought it was a really good defensive effort, holding them to 9-7 in the first three. Obviously, I don't like the 16, but we'll continue to work on that. We also played with, some different lineups that Jada has not played the point all year, and I threw her out there. But just really proud of our overall attention to detail and a lot of things that we've been talking about in practice and from the first game. Still got to continue to focus on our rebounding, which they know we've talked about, and we'll continue to get better. But I thought, we hadn't seen any zone up until now, and we handled it fine. So we got to continue to work on that and practice our zone offense a little bit more. But just a really good overall team effort with really good balance in scoring with 5 people in double figures, which, I love to see. So happy with us, and we'll get back to work and get ready for Sunday.
Questions for the players?
Kendall, tell me about the post-entry pass. You're calling from the ball in the post a lot today, and it seems like they were making really good passes. Was that part of the game plan?
Yeah, we've worked a lot on, in this offseason, I've been able to work in the post quite a bit, which is kind of a difference from last year. So it's been kind of nice, and our guards make great passes. We do a lot of drills that work on, our guards passing into us. So I was really pleased with how they passed into me today, and I was able to finish.
And Kendall, was this a career high scoring for you? Yes. I guess.
Yes, sure.
I know Sean had talked about kind of emphasizing you scoring the ball more this year. What's that process been like in the preseason, the offseason, kind of entering that role?
Just kind of fine-tuning the little things and working on my outside game quite a bit. I know Coach Ryan has really worked with me on kind of my inside game and really going to what I'm comfortable with. So kind of my hook shot, working on that quite a bit, and just being able to finish in traffic and that kind of thing. So it's been kind of nice to see my offensive game grow a little bit.
Mikayra, you hit the 2 early 3-pointers and got the 2 steals there. How much were you kind of trying to just get the team into the game and just sort of make an impact early on and kind of set the tone?
I think it's important to just go out there and run our stuff how we do. And when we get a shot, just be confident and take the shot. And then that just gets the rhythm of the team going and the rhythm of the game going.
You guys go. See ya. Easy. Good job, you guys.
Thank you.
And then a reminder, Coach is happy to talk about signing day stuff as well. Thank you. We can talk about game stuff. Go ahead with questions.
Yep. First off, congratulations, Coach, on your first win with the Illini. What's going through your head, just kind of getting through this first game and moving on to the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's another game, and it's trying to go 1-0, and that's all I care about is winning. So we did what we needed to do, and now we'll move on and focus on going 1-0 on Sunday. And that's our mindset every single time we touch the floor. It's find a way to go 1-0, and happy that we got to do that tonight and get that first one, and there's going to be many more.
Shauna, if you defend sorry, over here.
Where are you? Oh, sorry.
That's okay. If you defend like that, like you did tonight, will you take it? And was that something you envisioned in a game one, that you guys would be able to defend that well or that early?
Yeah, holding them to I forget what they have, 17 in the first half. That's what I think we're capable of doing. And you guys will probably think I'm crazy, but I thought we could even been better. So that wasn't even happy with some of that, again, the rebounding. We did what we're supposed to do. We're trying to force people into tough contested shots, but then we're supposed to box out and our core values to hold them to one and done. And they got 15. So we got to continue. We're doing a good job of getting to miss shots. And we did a really good job on some players that, had really big games last time they were out. So I thought we were locked in and focused on what we game plan and who we need to take care of. But we got to finish. We got to finish plays. But, yeah, I'll take holding someone at 9, 8, 7, 16 all year. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'd take it any day.
Coach, encouraged by what you saw from Aicha Nador. It seems like she was a lot more comfortable in this game than she was against Quincy, and you might need her size down the road.
We definitely need her size, and if you think about it, she just needs game minutes. She needs to get experience, and once she gets some more experience, she's going to settle in. You saw at Quincy, she got the ball and she was trying to make a move before she even caught the ball. So she had a little bit more patience today. We're really trying to get her to just, catch the ball and 2 count and then make a move. But I also thought she had some bounce to her today. She had just good energy about her today. So we need her, and we need her to continue to progress. So I'm really happy with her getting 10 and 7. We're going to definitely need that size going forward.
2 things about the 23 signing class. You signed 2 guards. If you could tell us about them and what they bring, and where are you at in the class, scholarship-wise? Do you have more to give in the spring signing period?
Yeah, we signed 2 guards that fit. Really, we needed some size. We needed some size on the perimeter and in that wing and guard position. They're both 5'10", 5'11". And so they both address that. We're just pretty small across the board in terms of our guards. So that was something that was really critical to us. And they both can score at all 3 levels. So, Corey obviously can play 1 through the 3. Gretchen is a wing that can, really, really shoot the ball and stretch the floor. So, again, had some needs that we really wanted to address, and I'm happy with both of them. I'm extremely happy with getting both of them because they were, highly recruited. So we still have another scholarship that we can, look for a transfer at the end. Maybe there's a mid-year transfer. We'll see what's out there when the time comes. But really happy with that, with getting Corey and Gretchen. They're going to definitely help us, no doubt about it.
In the first quarter, where you kind of trading buckets back and forth, and then you kind of go on the run at the end of the first quarter and into the second, what do you think kind of changed there to kind of get the team going in that situation?
Yeah, I just think we had some consistent possessions. We were able to string some together, and that's, kind of throughout this first, the scrimmage and exhibition. Like, we got to build a string possessions together. So if we get a stop, we got to come down and get something good. And I thought we were able to do that. When you do that, you can, extend a lead. I don't think we did a good job to end the half. I was not happy with how we ended it. We gave up 6 offensive rebounds in that last battle, which, is 5 minutes in. We split them up in battles, and can't give up 6-0 boards down the stretch. So we got to do a better job of finishing halves and really starting halves, because last game against Quincy, we had a really rough start to the second half. So we got to get better at those bookends and really be sharper.
Kendall and Makaira seem to have kind of bonded and formed, the roommates. They formed kind of a friendship. I mean, how's that kind of maybe played out? I mean, it seemed to really play out today where they were playing off of each other and obviously helping you guys out.
I think it's been huge. They instantly clicked. Obviously, they live together, but they're able to communicate in such an effective way for 2 of our leaders, and they can get on each other. They can talk to each other in a way that maybe some other people can't, and I think it really, really helps each of their individual games. If Kendall's getting frustrated with something, Makaira can come to her and calm her down. If Makaira's, Kendall can do the same. And I think that's really an important piece to be able to do that. And, both of those guys they're going to continue to get better and better, and they play really well together.
And I guess with Makaira, how much of an asset is it to have someone who can drive the ball like she can and kind of control the pace of the game?
Yeah, I mean, she's just, I've said this now for, 2 years of coaching her. She can get a shot off at any time. And not a lot of guards you can put the ball in her hands and say, get a shot, make a play. And I'll say that to her. I'm like, make a play. And she just has a knack for being a small guard. She can get to the rim at ease, and she can pull up. She can shoot behind. She is an elite scorer. So it's just really, really nice to have. I love to have our point guards be able to score like that. And then she can get in. I thought it was big for her because she struggled a little bit offensively last game. But, for her to come out, she hit those shots early. She was 6 for 9, 2 for 3. That was very efficient, and with 14 points. So, she has a scoring mindset, and said she can get a shot off at any time against anyone.
As you still try to define roles on this team, is this a typical Adelia night, or in the sense that it doesn't look like she needs the basketball or needs stuff run for her to be effective and, be what you want her to be.
Tonight was, I think, what I envision of her, right? Like, she was 6 for 10, and because they were in a zone, we weren't running as much of our sets. It was more just playing, but she impacted the game, and she made plays. And how did she do that? She did that because what I tell her every day, her rebounding, her offensive rebounding, her ability to just, the couple of rebounds, she got up so high. I mean, she just shows her athleticism. So she went out there with really nothing ran for her in particular, since it was more zone and free flowing, and was 6 for 10, had 7 rebounds, 12 points. I mean, and that's what she's capable of doing. And I loved her game tonight because of that. And she didn't even play, she only played 25 minutes. Pretty much everyone played, in the 20s. We didn't have to get anyone into the 30s, which is good as well, with a fairly quick turnaround and a lot of games coming up.
So there were no free throws from your group until, I believe, the end of the third or beginning of the fourth. Is that something you saw as a positive, or was that more on the negative side?
I think it was weird. Like, it was just I don't think it was anything. I thought we were still being aggressive. I didn't think it was that we were, just settling for threes. But we were also literally getting layups when we drove. So I don't know if that was a combination of good offense and bad defense. They didn't make a point to not foul. I'm not really sure. Obviously, we want to get more free throws than 3. That is not a normal game, right? But we also got to the rim and literally had wide open layups sometimes on our drive. So I don't think they were being that intentional with making rotations over and trying to stop us.
Everybody good? Great. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Appreciate it.